Going live, going live, going live,
Can't get
baby
my
shark.
going.
Hello, welcome.
Hey everybody, just get my notes ready.
One and all, primed and ready for another Saved by the Bell, the new class style episode of Prisma Arena.
Yeah, I was just checking the cards, making sure they were like all up to date. I did tweak Trishok, the Tired,
Okay.
slightly differently to try and make it easier to kind of read. No, sorry, not Trishok.
The frustrating
Tishnok. Which I don't think is in play actually.
No. You set it up already, so we've got our teams and stuff ready to roll.
It was Tishnok, who is the compassionate. So, well, I'll do it because I'm talking about it now anyway. So we had it where when Tishnok was within range of a rival character, they could take one of their hits and put it onto their hit gauge. And then when they got bounced, they would stay on. But what was happening was that was fine in that they were scoring less points. Well, they were scoring less points for the player, but Tishnok was not getting much playtime because they were getting bounced really quickly, which made it harder for you as a player. So it wasn't really all that beneficial. So we kind of talked about those points negating the opponent's score. But in trying to word it, it's kind of was a bit clunky. So I tried changing it so that you score a point when Tishnok gets bounced for each of your own hits that are on them. So just to see if that works, but it's kind of a little bit easier to explain. And it means that now when you bounce Tishnok, you're giving points to your opponent. So you're effectively undermining the bonus, the points you're getting as well.
Cool.
So yeah, and I did make a note. I think want to create a power that allows you to search your deck for a combo card. We've avoided it so far, but I'm just trying to think of. I was thinking it might be a good way to do Trishok the Tired, which would be like search your deck for a combo card, and then you get bounced after it.
That's pretty punishing, but I'll accept it.
Yeah, but we'll see how it works.
So I'm not allowed to talk to you about WandaVision.
No,
so
and if anyone talks about it, they're going to get kicked off the chat. I'm going to block them.
We will find you and hurt you.
Yeah.
There's so much I want to say.
Yeah, but you just have to wait.
Yeah, I know.
So we were saying actually that Disney Plus is going to have Marvel every Friday night for 2021.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's
pretty good. I'm here for it.
Yeah, I can't wait for Ms. Marvel, Moon Knight, She-Hulk.
It's going to be good.
If they do She-Hulk as a legal drama, I will be so happy. Not because I have no interest in legal dramas, but legal drama with She-Hulk would be pretty darn cool.
Just it's just LA law, but just the main character happens to be 7'2" and green. So,
well, but no, if they do them as superhero related cases, I think would be really fascinating because it'll kind of give you anything that gives you a different look into the world. I think is kind of really interesting. So. If someone is suing, Spider-Man for them, trashing their car during an attack or something like that, it's those kind of things would be really interesting. And then trying to dig into what's really going on, and then discovering there's a villain behind it. I think, you could do that actually really well in the TV drama that I don't think would translate as well into a comic. So I think if they use the medium, it could be pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean that sort of sideways look at the world is something that I was hoping they would do when they were floating the idea of damage control. The people who go and clean everything up after the superheroes have done their thing. And it would just have been nice having they're just ordinary people dealing with the same different day. It's like just trying to tidy up after all these freaking disasters. I think it could make for some interesting human stories, but evidently, well, maybe we'll see Phase 5 or Phase 6. I don't know. We'll see. I did end up watching Thor last night, finally. Watched it for the first time.
The original
one? It's not a bad movie. Not terrible. It's not the best Marvel Comics movie, but it's entirely all right.
I feel like Kenneth Branagh got the kind of Asgardian bit okay, like, you know, the kind of big drama, but not really the kind of human nuance.
The Earth side bits, yeah. I'd agree with that. Also, you know, Jane, this powerful, super intelligent scientist, going googly-eyed over Thor within 28 seconds of meeting him, didn't feel great.
Yeah, but I did love. I'm gonna get his name wrong. The actor Chris Eccleston, isn't it? No. The actor of Thor, his comedic timing is so good.
Oh yeah. We knew that Chris Hemsworth. That's it.
Hemsworth. Yes.
Yeah, we knew going in that it would be good times as long as Thor was goofy as he is in the other movies we've seen him in. Because, you know, in Thor Ragnarok, nothing is better than when he screams, "I know him from work," when he sort of like stumbles into the Hulk in that massive arena. But it's like, it's just there's just some lovely moments. Like even just at the start where he's sort of like he's walking up, he's giving it all that like a freaking wrestling entrance before he's just about to not be made king, and like the little wink to his mother is like it's just sort of like
it's very Flash Gordon.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I am entirely okay with that. But yeah, next up, the first Avengers movie again on the grand rewatch. And we continue because then I think it's Dark World after that. Oh, no, it's Iron Man 3, then Dark World, I believe. So, we'll be all right.
Hey, Yos, good to see you.
Yos is in the house.
Yeah. I did watch, it was kind of like a delightful coming together. Team Covenant had a live stream where Zach played with Rodney from Watch It Played. And they played Ashes Reborn. I was like, oh my god, 3 things I love coming together in one space. But watching Rodney play was like looking in the mirror. It was like where Zach had him up against the wall and he's like looking at his cards, trying to figure out how on earth how do I get out of this?
Is that not horrifyingly unfair on poor Rodney? Like Covenant have been in on Ashes Reborn since day one.
It kind of was. They should have given him like 5 extra points to start, but he he was a big Ashes fan.
Yeah.
And he was actually saying he had just traded away his copy before Ashes Reborn was announced, and he kind of essentially traded back for it again. He was just saying he made a couple of mistakes where he kind of said if he'd known what is in his deck, he could have kind of planned for something, but the card kind of came out for him to realize, oh, that's the combo I needed to do to deal with that situation.
Okay.
But again, like he was like, but I want to play this straight away, but I have to go and shoot a video for something else. But it was just like really fun watching the two of them talking and playing, and you know they both love to chat, so there's all these kind of like side conversations going on, which was pretty cool.
So I got my my math trade because there's a UK math trade every couple of months on Board Game Geek, and I got the one game I managed to get from it this time came in. So I finally have a replacement copy of The Duke, which I am really excited about. You know, it's basically chess on steroids, but with a few other sort of like elements to consider. Like every time you move a piece, you flip it over. and the pieces have different movement abilities on each side.
Okay.
So, say for example, there's one piece that can only move along columns on one side, but when you move it, you then flip it, and then it's only allowed to move along rows. So then you move it, you flip it, and then it goes back to the columns thing. Cool. And yeah, it's one of those sort of like nice, deep-ish strategy extravaganzas. It's a moment to learn, a lifetime to master kind of vibe.
Just to say, hey Yoda, welcome.
Welcome, man. Hello.
I got in a game. It was super quick, but it's something that's been kind of sitting on the shelf for quite a while. Ni no Kuni 2.
Oh, okay.
At first I played it and I was like, there's something seriously wrong with this game because I was stuck in a loop.
Right.
And essentially I realized there's quests that you can go on and there's like 1, 2, or 3 slots where you have to assign characters to complete those quests. And I realized you can assign more characters to the quest than you kind of expected. Sorry, than it chose. So on a 2 slot quest, you could assign 3. Whereas I'd only been assigning 2, and it was like almost impossible to beat it because I was playing low with kind of weaker characters. It's a nice game. I think if you're a fan of, that IP, it's really well designed in that respect. Of like, I'm a fan of that IP. I see a board game of that. It's quite easy to teach and play, and we can have fun together cooperatively. It doesn't offer anything particularly unique for you to kind of want to go back and play it, which is the thing I always struggle with IP based.
It's just the world that you get to play within, I guess. I mean, have you played either of the video games?
No.
Okay, because I've played through the first one, and it's basically a Studio Ghibli movie that you get to interact with, but it's a very JRPG. It's very numbers and stats, and that's cool. Yeah. I mean, I'd be interested to sort of like check it out at least.
Yeah, I was given it as a kind of gift to try. I mean, the main thing is you're kind of building up towards the last round, and it's just you want to have more to beat the boss. You have to have more influence points than them.
Okay,
which is like, really doesn't feel like a boss fight at the end. Like you have to have restored your village more, and if you haven't, you've lost. But it's kind of like I kind of wanted just that and one other thing to make it feel epic.
You want to punch a bad guy in the nose?
Well, not even, but it was just like you kind of know really early whether you've in that round whether you've won or not. Like I was kind of going into that round going, I pretty much won. I just had to not do anything dumb. And actually, there wasn't even anything dumb that I could do wrong. It's like if I got a surprise reveal at the beginning of the round, I would kind of know whether I had lost at that point.
Okay.
Or not. So that's what I meant. There wasn't really a climax of
all right.
figuring it out at the last minute.
It feels pretty determinative from early, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
It has some of the monsters can have influence that you add to the boss.
Okay.
So that's where you're like, okay, that might have caught me off guard, but I'll see those cards pretty early on in that round to know what I need to do to fix it. So yeah, there's nothing right at that last minute to keep you like, can you give it your all, even if you're falling behind to beat them? It's like, no, you just don't have enough points. Sorry.
Underwhelming. Yoss has a question for you.
Yes.
A couple of streams back, you did say you had a hard time trying to order a Prusa 3D printer. Did you order one in the end?
I did. So Prusa updated their website following my comment to include Northern Ireland in the EU. So it is ordered, and I have a 4 to 5 week waiting time. I ordered it kind of 2 weeks, 2-3 weeks ago. So yes, I will be printing elements for Marvel Champions, for test of honor, and other useful things along the way. I'm sure.
Is it a PLA one or is it a resin one? Or
it's PLA.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, so it's the Mark III Plus, S Plus, I think. It's whatever.
Sounds fancy.
Yeah, and I did order it assembled because I've had too much hassle with buying and assembling printers in the past.
Yeah, you also got kit or pre-build. It's just like, yep, pre-build, yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's all gonna happen.
Yeah.
I might come say, hi, can I print some things? Maybe.
Yeah.
See how it goes.
So Jos, do you have a Prusa? Is that the model you have?
Well, he does offer. If you have problems, don't hesitate to give him a call. I will assume that Jos is Prusa up the wazoo, as it were. Doesn't Jos have like 19 different printers or something like that?
Who? Jos?
Yeah.
Maybe.
We shall see in a moment. All right. MK. No, only one, but it is a thing that is lots of letters and numbers.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's beyond me. I was building a second. Oh, God. All right. Shall we make this magical extravaganza happen?
Yes.
Boom. As if by magic.
So I decided, while I was working on the cards today, you're going to replay what you did last week.
Okay.
Isn't it? So, I think I had a note saying that's what you wanted to play.
Yeah, I wanted to try them out again. And I apologize. I'm just going to take some painkillers while you're doing an introductory kind of bit. So I've just realized. Ow!
And I was looking at there's two cards that kind of work with two Mokon that work with combo cards. I just gotta look at my screen, my side, so I can see their names again. So Fistrock, the Curious, allows you to look at the top two cards of a deck.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that might be interesting to team up with Demok. Because when Demok activates within range of a rival character, you get to draw a combo card.
Okay.
So at the end
of... that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And that's where I kind of think, like, to make it really work, Fistrock needs to kind of return the cards in any order.
Mm-hmm.
The Demok gets to, if they get to use the card, you're essentially getting a kind of a free combo card. So
yeah,
I want to try and figure out and see, is there a way I can work the two together? So, like, I'll look at the deck, see what's coming, and then get Demok into position where they get to benefit from that.
Okay, cool.
Because technically, I would just waste a card, a combo card, in order to be able to draw that one back into my hand. But it is going to be hard if I don't control the order in which the cards go back, or if they have to go back in the same way.
Yeah. I mean, you will have. It's like you will have information, but it might not necessarily be super useful information.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get this charabang on the road. You won last week, I believe.
Yes.
So I will get to play stuff out first. I'm going to drop stuff over that side, I think.
Okay. I did actually. So one of the things I do want to do with the printer, and I'd asked a friend to do it, but I think it was too much for them. There's a storage solution for Marvel Champions, which is really nice. So that's one of the things I'm gonna do. It kind of creates card trays,
and
then like a token box as well, and they all kind of fit together. And same with Rise of the Red Skull.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was looking at the ones from Folded Space.
Mm-hmm.
They have one for the Champions base box, and they have one for the Red Skull box as well. So I was thinking I might give that a shot. I did sell a couple of games off earlier in the week, so I do. Well, I'm just waiting for it to clear into my PayPal, but once I do, it'd be nice to pick up a couple of them to just make things a little bit more organized.
I don't know what I'm doing here, but that's.
I'm going to sort of like keep things away from the middle a bit this time. Rude.
There you go. Okay.
Thanks. I hate it.
You're more than welcome.
All right. Let's place peoples. Okay, so that'll do for me. Folks at home, I'm playing with Tershok. When Tershok activates and the hero has 4 or more hits, you may increase Tershok's range or force for this activation, and then you bounce the hero out. Also got Cross to the Frustrated. When they activate and their squad has the lowest score, they basically get the same buff, +1 range or +1 force.
There's still a thing that's niggling me about Tershok.
Yeah.
Because it's too because that benefit of getting bounced can be really helpful to you. So if something's too strong, either I think getting that +1 for the whole activation, but there needs to be some other consequence to the hero for getting it, I think.
What if you just had it as when Tershok activates, the hero has 4 or more hits. If they're within range, they bounce out. That's something like that, maybe. Because it is very powerful being able to just sort of like, remove your hero from trouble. So maybe that is enough,
Oh yeah, if they've got 4 more hits, you can bounce them. Yeah.
All right, let's grab some cards. Cool. And let's make this magic happen. What happened to my chair there? Weirdness. Cool. All right. Rory's grabbing some cards and we'll hit it up. And Rory, if you want to go first, go for it. Jos asked, where did you find that storage solution, Rory?
Oh, I do have a link. I'll take my activation and then I'll pull it out. Okay. It's in an email. And then I'll send it to you. Okay, so my activation.
That's going to take a while to print that thing up, for sure. Because that box is, it ain't small.
No, but they've designed it really well because it's hollow. It's essentially, or it's kind of like a meshwork, and it could probably be improved.
Okay.
But it's got the least amount of material in it to give you the structure, which is why I thought it was good. Okay, so I think I got to start. I'm going to activate Fifth Rock. Sorry, I got to get my positioning right here and use the right keys. I'm out of practice. So I'm going to look at the top 2 cards. So that was the top one. Okay. That's kind of weird.
So I'm just having a look. The folded space inserts, both of them, the Marvel Champions ones, for €22. That's not too bad at all. So,
okay, I'm gonna just duck in there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, your turn, and I will grab this email.
Okay. Let's bring Tershok in, because my hero's got no hits. That'll be all right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I will kick off by comboing that into a Focus Blast, doing a couple of damage on your yellow child. So let me just grab some tokens.
Or did I run straight into your line of fire?
You did. That's okay. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
I just sent it as a Facebook message to you. The wonders of technology.
In it.
Okay.
All right, back over to you. I'm satisfied that I actually managed, because it's so rare that I actually managed to use a combo card on my first turn. So I'm actually happy that with that, it's all good.
Okay. I will activate my hero. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'll do a diving blast.
Okay. So that'll do 3 damage on me.
4. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out. I think I'm going to go there. I think you can still get me if I'm there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, hang on. That's not the smartest. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll go there.
Okay.
So that's just 2 hits. So it's a diving blast.
Oh, it's 2. Okay.
Got them?
Trying. Because I'm on the other, trying to pick them up from the other side of the board. There we go.
And actually, do you know what I'll do? Which such a waste. I'm gonna leap.
You can't leap.
I can't. That's true.
Yeah. Diving blast. Join your butt. You fell over.
Yeah. Sliding across the floor. I like to think. In a stylish manner.
Okay. Well then. I shall activate Croster. 2, 3, 4. Back over to you.
I'll activate Demock. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. So activate my hero, who just moves straight up to the middle. And back over to you. Oh no, that's the end of the round. Yeah. All right, so reset. Draw some more cards. Ugh, okay. Let's think about things. Rory, I will give you the privilege and honor of going first, which is highly dangerous because you've got 4 cards in your hand and could wreak absolute havoc.
Yeah, and
okay. Oh, the Marvel Champions insert gets the Yoss seal of approval.
I am going to That's 3. Okay. I'm going to activate my hero. Blast you for 3.
Okay. Blasting my hero for 3, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm going to leap. 1, 2,
So 2 to 3 spaces. Yep.
3. I'll dual strike, which should take. Oh, hang on. Did you get the right one? Tershuk? Yeah.
Yep. Tetruk is out. Yep.
Yeah. Sorry, I just realized I hadn't. I thought his token was updated. Then
so that gets you 4 points.
This is probably overkill. I will. Oh yeah, no. Actually, I'll do it this way. I'll sprint. 1, 2, 3. And just like you for 3.
Okay, so that takes my hero out as well. It's a very nice start for you, 10 points.
Yeah, but it does give Krusta their bonus.
It is true.
And your hero when they activate. I wasn't going through fully.
All right, well, let's get this show on the road. I will activate Krusta. When Krusta activates and the squad has the low score, which we do, they may increase the range or force of the next action. So we're not actually going to move.
I didn't realize I'm like right in your line of fire.
We're going to blast you, so you actually get hit for 3. Like so. And back over to you.
Oh, he's out of range. I don't want to activate either of them.
Oh,
I don't get the benefit.
Look at my sad face.
You went first that round, didn't you?
No, you went first.
Oh, I did. Okay. So.
The new tactics are working. Yes, that implies that there's actual tactics going on here. That's not a thing that I do. It's living on the edge.
1, 2, 3. That's me.
Okay. Oh, my hero. Oh, hello, my hero. There we go. So we're going to activate them. They will
You get to draw a combo card.
Why?
Because you have the lower score.
Oh, I'm behind. Yeah. Of course. I apologize. All right, so we're going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. And I shall evasive strike. Hitting you for 3, which should be enough to take you off the board. Gets me 6 points. No, wrong one. Yeah. Here we go. And that's me done. So you've got Fizzrock left.
So I'm going to activate Fizzrock, and I'm going to look at the top 2 cards in your combo deck.
Okay.
So it all depends what you have in your hand. I will
bravely run away.
Yep. Just for now. Kind of have to.
Yeah, a little bit. Cool. So I still have Teshok to do a thing. So we'll bring them in there. They will move 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll hit you with the Dazzling Blast for 2.
Okay, where do you want to send me?
One will spot that way, I think.
Okay.
And that'll be it.
Okay, I actually forgot to take these pins off.
All right, so big reset for the end of the round. Draw a couple of cards. I've got to get rid of 1. I'm going to get rid of that Diving Blast, I think. And yeah, Rory, I'm going to let you go first again. Yeah.
Okay.
You only have 2 cards?
Yeah.
Yikes.
So I'm going to activate Demok and draw a combo card. So I got to reveal it. Oh,
Focused Blast. Yeah, you'll be all right with that.
So I will move. One. And former Focus Blast.
Okay. So that will be 2 damage.
Yeah, on
Teshok.
Then I will I'm trying to think. I will sprint 1. Yeah, to there actually. It's not sprinting very far, but
like he's not going very far, but he's going there very quickly.
He is. He's diving around the corner.
All right. So with that done, it's time to start busting out some chaos.
Yeah, I just realized I should have moved some extra space. Oh.
All right. Well, Teshok is going to do a little bit of a move. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll combo that into a Forceful Strike, which will be enough to get you off the board. So that's an extra 4 points for me. And there's your boy. And then I'll combo that into a Weave. 1, 2, 3, 4, running back to where I was.
Okay.
Okay, looking good. Back to you.
Fistrock is going to be a little bit curious.
Are you within range? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, one more.
Well, yeah.
It's during. No, you can do it, can't it?
So I'm going to move during my move. So I only actually get to look at one.
Because there's only one in the deck, yep.
Yeah. And I think I'll just dump back in again. Well, I can't move back to sim space, so I will. So I went 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. Well, we don't have the lowest score. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, back on you. Which I believe is just your hero remaining.
Yeah. For some reason, I thought I had a card in my hand, which I don't. 2.
Come out and fight me, coward.
Of course.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. This might be foolish. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's it.
Okay.
All right. You do have a card in your hand.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
Not what you wanted.
I was thinking I had another one, the sprint,
Okay.
which I had gotten rid of.
Okay. All right. So that's it. End of the round. Let's tidy them up. I will draw that, so you know what that is. Okay. Okay.
So yes, Michael has caught up, and I've been playing terribly.
I always love it how Michael's doing okay, it's always, I've been doing terribly. The world's worst game of Rory O'Connor. Oh, sad face.
No, like I think you've performed like smart moves, and I don't think I have in this game.
I don't think I've done smart moves. Now I think this is the round where everything's going to go poop. Okay, let's see. What can I do with this? Okay. All right. You got 3 cards in your hand. Rory, go first. Look at that. Tempting hero-shaped morsel that's right out there, right in the open.
Mm-hmm.
Ready to just hoof it up. 6 points. Just hoof it up.
Okay. I will activate Demock.
Mm-hmm.
Here. So I get to draw a combo card. So I get to reveal one. Oh, crap. I'm going to be taking a hit.
Why? You can use the blast.
Yeah, I know. But instead, I'll just hit you for 3. Like, that's going to do... Well, yeah.
That would do a whole 1 damage.
Yeah, I was hoping for something else. Okay, I'll move. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 2.
2 and then the dive.
Yeah.
Well, 1 and then the dive. You can't move and blast.
No, so I moved 2.
Yeah.
And then I played a diving blast, which allows me to move 1, ignore grappling, and then hit you with force -1.
Yeah, but that blast. Oh, you're using the blast from 2 squares away and then moving and then.
No, I'm going to move 1, 2.
Yeah.
And then I play diving blast to move 1 and blast with force -1.
Okay.
Oh, diving. Sorry, yeah.
You can't blast that close. You can move forward 1 space and then blast.
I was reading it
as diving blast from there
because I hadn't zoomed in on the card. I was reading it as grappled blast. That is what is wrong.
But no, you can do the same thing. It's just like you move 1 space and then you do the diving blast and then it hits me.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see what I can block though. I can't really block anyone. So yeah, I'll move 1. Too many targets here. See, what I was hoping to do was to pin you down.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Okay. How have I got a hit there already? Oh, did you put it on me already?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, sorry. I just added a second one there for no reason whatsoever. Okay. That's it. C'est ça.
Mm-hmm.
Mon Dieu. All right, let's think about this.
You were still missed, Ken. Don't worry.
Yeah, Ken's not super well, so much love to the boy. Be well. Try not to throw up all over the place. All right, what am I going to do? How am I, Michael Fox, going to destroy the dreams of Rory O'Connor and his team?
Just tell me they're not possible, Michael. That's all.
Jesus Christ. And then everything was sad.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, well, my glorious hero will do an activate by blasting. So that'll take Fizzrock off the table. It's going well. So that's Fizzrock off. That gets me 4 points, which does open up you getting a card. But that's okay. What I shall do is combo that into a barge, going to there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll combo that into a direct strike, which is 4 damage, which is enough to take Demock off for another 4. That gets me up to 18.
Ouch.
And as that is a direct strike, that ends my combo, and I can do no more. So a delicious hero-shaped morsel still exists there, Ori, ready for you to to chow down upon. So let's see what happens, shall we, kids?
I'll activate Fist Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I could do it that way. Again.
Just as sees the Monty Python scene with Ken's face on the man that explodes. Ave mint, it is wafer thin.
Oh, it does.
What was he called? Mr. Creosote. That was it, I believe. It's wafer thin.
Okay, I'll activate my hero.
Uh-huh. I expect them drubbing.
No. One, two, three, four.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll perform a Dazzling Blast.
Cool. So that is blast and move 1. So you get to move me 1. You hit me for 3. So I'm now on 4 damage.
Yeah, move it that way.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. Well, there's not a huge amount one can do with my hero. Tear shock, is it?
Now it's time to use Tear Shock.
Just going to move a couple and then bounce them off so you get 4.
Son of it.
Then why did you say now's the time for you to use it? Of course I'm going to use it.
I know. Ah. And you've still been letting me go first, haven't you?
Yeah. I haven't gone first once this game. I have discovered your secret weakness.
I'm going to check my combo deck.
Mm-hmm. But Ken thought your secret weakness was cookies. I mean, true, that as well.
One, two. Yeah, I'll go there.
Okay. So that was Fizzrock doing a thing. Do you want to do your dial as well, Rory? Just so.
Yeah.
So I have got just crossed that left to do a thing. So let's bring 1, 2, 3, 4, like so. Done.
Okay. Reset.
End of the round. Okay, let's do some numbers. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Rory, you go first. I don't know why. I think I just find it a lot easier to react to what you're doing, as opposed to me taking any sort of offensive lead. Oh, Ken's writing up the rules for Rolling Suburbia. Are you going to change the name of that, Ken? I mean, obviously, you might get into a little bit of issue with Bezier Games over that one. But as a working title, it describes your game perfectly, so that's all good.
Okay. I'm going to activate Democ.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hang on. No, I'm not within 4.
So Democ activates with a range of a rival character, draw a combo card, and then you must try and use it.
Yeah, so...
If it were country and not city, Rolling Eels would be too good. That would be a great title. I'm amazed no one's done a geology roll and write. Just called it rock and roll.
Oh, man.
Come on, Rory, I believe in you. You can do it. Crush me. Hurt me.
And so I'm going to have to activate Democ.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Mm-hmm. Which I imagine is going to combo into a strike of some description.
Yeah, but hang on. I can't do this. It's weird. That is really, really weird. Just your placement. Just because of the cards that I have.
Mm-hmm.
So I do a Grapple Blast, which is going to hit you for 1.
So Grapple Blast. So Blast with Force -1, opponent grappling, then move, ignoring grappling. All right, so Froster takes a single hit.
Yeah. But because of my cards, I can't get into another position where I can actually do anything to.
Well, you get to move 1 space.
Oh, yeah, I do. Oh, that allows it then. Because then I will weave back and direct strike. It's because I couldn't weave and come back onto the same space, but because that card took me off it.
Yeah. So that is enough to get crossed off the board and get it up to a tie game, 18 apiece. All right, let's think about this. Indeed.
We are deep in thought, Ken. This is the closest game we've had in a while.
It's like Michael's some broken AI. He's finally learning. Let's have a think about this. Think about things. So DMOC is activated, and that's okay. I'm gonna have Turf Shock move 1, 2, 3, 4. Bringing him back. I haven't got the right cards to like. I think it might be a very similar situation to your side. I just haven't got the right cards to pull off.
Yeah,
what I need to.
It's a really because I set up these decks to randomly pull together like 3 move, 3 strike, and 3 blasts. Sometimes the mixes are kind of weird, and I think the mix on both of ours this time are quite weird. There's nothing overtly like, oh, that's really powerful. And if I remember correctly, you're going to have a lot of strike cards, so you need to get close to me.
Yeah, what I could do with is some a bit more movement. Let's just put it that way. A bit more movement would be useful.
Yeah. So I'm going to activate Fist Rock and look at my combo cards. And you let me go first.
Yes. So this is your second activation, and soon, we'll have my own revenge.
I'm going to move them 2, 3. 4. Fighting time.
Done it? Jostling for position? Okay. Then Croster will appear. We do not have the lowest score. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's not a good place to be. 1, 2, 3, 4 is a better place to be. Yos asks, are we playing something tonight, Michael? Yeah, we're going to play Trails of Tucana.
What's that?
It is a flip and write game, but there is a specially remixed version called Trails of Idleness, which is just exactly the same game, but with lots of icons related to our stream all over it.
Okay.
But it's a really lovely flip and write, which I'm looking forward to. It's going to be good.
I was talking to someone about playing games remotely, and it struck me that Pool would work really well as a stream game.
Do you know what? It would. Yeah, because what you need is someone just to shout out and go, there.
Yeah. I think you need one person to act as a ref and be watching for the action, but it would be kind of hilarious, like having multiple people on screen at the same time. So maybe we should give that a go. I forgot.
I'd be up for that one time. I think that'd be fun. Like I've been thinking about how it would be possible to sort of like modify certain games. So if you just have somebody who's essentially acting as an MC, they get to, they host, they'll run the whole thing, but then having everybody who's watching playing. Yesterday I spent my stream coming up with the ideas for a 200th follower extravaganza. So we're going to be doing like a live game show on a Friday night. Hey, if you're around, it could be funny having you on as a guest.
Has to be done for that.
You good? Okay. Sorry, just go away, Inkscape. Don't need you yet. All right, let's have a look at this. I have my hero. Ready to roll. Okay, so let's bring them in here. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. And they will apparently slide off that section. Cool.
Okay.
Just making sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, cool. All right. So, grand resets.
I'm twice through my deck. That's a rare thing.
You are drawing quicker though, because you do have what's his name, Demok.
Demok.
Okay. Have a barge. And have a dual strike. And now the decision. Ain't gonna work. Okay. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna go first.
Okay.
Which I think might be foolish, but we'll give it a shot anyway. Activate my hero up first. To do a move. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to hit you with the good dual strike.
Mm-hmm. That's 2.
So that will do 3 damage. On Demok. Yep. We'll combo that into a sprint. Two, 3, 4, 5. Then we'll combo that into a diving blast. Diving to there. That should be enough damage to take off.
Nice.
Take off Demok.
22.
All right. Okay, back over to you.
Yeah. Do you know what you've done?
I'm just far enough out of the way to keep myself vaguely protected, hopefully.
Exactly. So that Demok, I can't get you into a position where Demok can use their ability.
Uh-huh.
So let me see.
Like I'm worried at the 3 cards that you've got in your hand, but I think I've done enough.
This is where I need Grova.
So Grover's old school.
Yeah.
Strategery. You are correct, Ed. The greatest of strategery.
I can't wait until we have the variant where you have like multiple Mokon and you can tag them in and out.
Prisma Arena 3rd strike. Did you watch the Nintendo Direct on Tuesday night? I think it was, right?
No.
They announced a whole load of new stuff. One of which I thought was pretty interesting. They're doing this like Capcom arcade classics kind of thing, where you can just like you can get like 1942, I think, for free, and you get Ghosts and Goblins for free. But it's also got like a load of the Street Fighters and stuff on it as well, and it's the arcade versions. But yeah, it's just the kind of half thinking about getting back into Street Fighter 2 because I'm an old man.
Okay, I know what I'm going to do.
Oh, God, here we go.
I'm going to activate my hero.
Mm-hmm.
And strategize.
Yossa Street Fighter 2 Turbo, yeah. I'm down with that. A classic. I remember paying £65 for a copy of Street Fighter 2 on Super Nintendo. All that time ago. Oh, a wild step appears. Hello.
Hello.
Based on the name, Ken can only play one character. Ryu? Blanca. Look, I don't know why you activated your hero, but I'm terrified as to thoughts.
No, and I've just completely messed up anyway.
Steph, I'm winning.
Yes.
I'm living the American dream, crushing my boss.
Exactly. If I go 1, 2.
What lesson does that say? The only place you can win at the American dream is if you're not in America.
That's true.
Yeah. I'm gonna go to there. No, because I was like, if I do that and then I do that and then I have my hero do that, and I was like, no, my hero can't actually do that.
If you're living the dream, it's not a dream. Let's think about this. I've got to not do anything stupid. One, two. I'm going to stop there. Is this it, Rory? Is this the Queen's Gambit? Is this it? Is this where I hold out my hand and say no?
So that won't work.
He's like, I say every time, but he's like Doctor Strange in Endgame. 14 million different outcomes. But only one of them. Can one of them lead to victory? Michael, I hope your game get picked up by Ravensburger. You won't have a regular job.
So who you got left? Okay. I really, really just need you to be like one space closer.
Rory, stop trying to hit me and hit me. This happens so infrequently. Yeah. You know I'm going to just absolutely revel in the delight of being able to claim a win.
Forceful strike. I hit you for 2.
Oh no, my face.
Not my eyes.
Not the money maker.
And that's it. Can't
Right.
combo.
Okay,
Sorry,
now
that's 3 on there.
1, 2, 3, 4. Hides behind the barrier. Back over to you with Demok.
Oh, I'll activate there.
Yeah, I'm assuming you're going to run up and strike.
Yeah, but 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't reach you to get my extra card.
Mm-hmm.
So I will go 1, 2, 3, 4, and direct strike.
So you hit me for 3 rather.
Yeah, I basically. So either if Tearshark had been like 1 space closer, I could have taken them out to get the draw. If your hero had been 1 space closer, I would have been able to trigger Demok and hopefully have drawn a move card. No, so it wouldn't have worked anyway.
The strike, yeah. I have learned that being too close to the opposition spawn area is freaking like. How long has it taken me to learn this though? Like we're talking years now. But yeah, glorious victory. Thank you.
So how did you find the abilities? Now you got to use Crusta once, I think.
Yeah.
At the beginning.
Yeah, but I intentionally. Okay, this is me sort of like playing like I actually know what I'm talking about. I intentionally wanted to get behind so I could get a little something else out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But then like by the time I managed to actually have them come in, and when I did have the lowest score, did I have an extra force? I used an extra force +1 on force, I think.
You got one off. Well, I think you used an extra force for hit.
Yeah.
You didn't use the one on Tearshark effectively, apart from to bounce your hero, which was like the best play because it scuppered me on so many levels.
Yeah, so I think that the like you going oh Tearshark's thing wasn't effective. I honestly at that point didn't care that I could get +1 range or +1 force.
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't care that I would be able to get like an extra move out of it or an extra hit out of it. I just wanted to get my hero out of there and screw you over. And I honestly think that is all that card needs. It doesn't need a buff.
I think so. Because I've been trying to compensate for the bonus, whereas actually the benefit is taking your hero off the board.
Yeah, and it's incredibly powerful. Like, not only is it stopping you from getting any extra points off of it, it's also pulling my hero completely, pulling their ass out the fire, and essentially just allowing me to come back and respawn from 0 hits, and potentially even get myself into a better fighting position.
Yeah, which I think is a helpful thing. Like, I think that's the upside of tiredness, is it's telling you to stop.
Yeah.
So I actually think just doing that captures that quite well, but it does mean I have to rethink Brone. Because Brone is where you can place hits on your hero, which is to kind of intentionally knock them out of the arena. Say that there.
So when Brone or another friendly Mokon is bounced, the hero may place 1 to 3 hits on their own gauge. I mean, I think that would be pretty powerful combined with Tearshark, of course. Sad and Tired, the ultimate pairing.
So what, they just like keep knocking themselves out? They'd be a pain in the arse. They'd be a pain in the arse to fight against.
I mean, then you just focus on just trying to take out the Mokon instead.
Yeah.
which I think would prove an interesting game experience.
I think it'd be worth combining the two of them together, actually, Brown and Turshok.
I think you should try that next week. I think you should try the 2021 mood combo that is Brown and Turshok. Because I think Sad and Tired together would be all right. There is literally no point me going for your mopey little git of a hero. I've just got to try and smash your emotions into pieces. Because you could be getting like you could get your hero down to like, all right, well, congratulations, Michael, you've knocked out my hero. You got 1 point off of it. It's like, great, that was all the effort. Nice. But I think it's interesting because it does force you to play in a different fashion, though.
Yeah. Maybe 2 would be the 1 to 2 hits. Because that would kind of balance it with Turshok to some extent.
I mean, 3 is a lot.
Yeah. So I think I'll change Brown to Brown to 2 points. Place 1 to 2 hits. And I'll say play with Demok. I mean, I like the fact that you can kind of have 2 kind of sad characters together. Well, you're sad and tired. And they combine into like fed up. They morph. So before I go to my stuff, have you any other comments then about your side of the board?
Even though the abilities were not used often, I don't feel like I've been cheated out of anything on them. You know, someone like Grover, which you will sort of like look to use actively quite often. You know, I'm going to run over here, I'm going to pick them up and move them here, move them into a better position. These do feel like they've got a definite vibe of second wave. You know how to play the game. Now let's see how you go with a little bit more strategy in there, a little bit more thinking. But I don't think that they feel overly powerful when compared to the Wave 1 Mokon. They feel like they fit into place pretty well. It's just that you play in a different vibe, you play in a different style. It'll be interesting to see how some of these will actually combine with powers as well, because
that's what I'm really nervous about. Especially with the kind of transition of hits and how they get used. Because I mean, like Brown and the ones that allow you to like transfer hits, fill yourself up with sadness, and then like just dump it all on someone else. Nice.
I think that'd be very cool, personally.
Which is actually really interesting because you'd be putting your own hits onto them. So, that could be fun. So Krista, I think, is one of those like, I think your 2 are very much they're like kind of passive buffs. Like I have to really watch out for both of them as a player and be mindful that I don't get caught off guard, especially with like the likes of Krista. Because it could easily mess up a plan if I get ahead and then end up in a position where you get to use that bonus. So it's trying to compare, like Far gives it's conditional, but it essentially gives you a free attack. Maybe Krista needs to be a little bit stronger because it doesn't fire that often.
I don't think it would need a lot.
I know. I mean, it'd be more like giving it 1 extra range +1 or force 2 of the next, because it has to be on their next action.
Yeah.
So it's going to dictate what you perform. But the idea is like, I mean, the idea is that it's like, and getting back in the game, like your frustration.
I mean, I can't remember if we've discussed it previously, but would it be too much to say to give them you may increase the range and the force of their next action, but it's just one-on-one.
Well, they can't really do both in the next action.
Because it's not action, is it? It's activation that would be pulling off combo.
That would be too much, I think.
Then maybe force +2 is the way to go. I mean, that would be a significant hit. It's like landing a direct strike on somebody.
Well, it's not. You'd actually KO a Mokon if you were within range, which is pretty significant.
Oh yeah, because it'd be +2. Yeah, I'm just looking at, but it says +1 already. Yeah, we literally just talked about +2. But yeah, that would only happen if the opposing player left themselves open to it. You know, within blast radius or within a strike range.
Yeah. I mean, the other thing is, sorry, my brain is just going.
That's cool.
Going back to the original ability, which was basically they would deal 1 hit to every adjacent character. That was the idea of like kind of like Varg. It can have a negative. The frustration can have a negative implication as well. So you can kind of potentially make that a bit more powerful because it can also. The risk is it hurts you. But then it kind of becomes a bit too close to lash out, just a different form of that. So I might talk myself out of it.
Well, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I mean, this is very much a trying things and seeing what works. You know, throwing things at the wall and seeing what sticks kind of vibe. But these two do still feel, you know, it's early for them, but they feel solid. So it'll be interesting to sort of like see what changes you do want to make to it. Do you want to have a look at your ones as well?
Yes. So with mine were really hard to make work together.
Because you did peak a fair bit. It feels like you did that twice. I want to say.
I did it every round. I think sometimes on my own. So I saw what was coming and I realized what I needed to do. And I saw yours, so I kind of was able to do something a little bit. I'm not sure I'm capturing the feel of being curious.
Is it just like difference between being curious and being nosy? It's just like, oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. So, because I was looking at the top 2 cards, and then I would see, okay, well, that card's not going to be useful to Demock. So I would kind of keep Demock out of the way. So it wasn't really helping set Demock up for anything. So I never really felt like they were working together, because quite often it was a case of like, Demock's in range now, I need to do something, and I can't really afford to wait until Fistrock figures out, takes a peek. But like Demock, I think was quite helpful, and you could see there was a point where I was going to just blast you for 2, and I did that stupid dance thing where I actually should have just blasted you for 2 and took the hit on Demock.
I think there was a great advantage to be able to even potentially being able to essentially get a free combo card played off. obviously you have to be lucky,
and I have to be within range.
Yeah,
I have to kind of put myself at risk.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of the point of that card is like, I'm really excited. I want something to happen. And then the flip side is like, it doesn't. So it might be interesting that the hit goes actually onto the hero.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to think.
I mean, because they are, the Mokon and the heroes are in the game universe. They are intrinsically linked. These are the physical manifestations of your emotions. So, yeah, if the physical effect of being unable to pull off the ability does affect the hero instead of the Mokon, I mean, I think that would be quite a.
Well, then I would. Then that's where I would.
Metaphorically, it's quite powerful,
Well, then, yeah, and I would add 2 hits to the hero. Now, again, it's your own hits.
Yeah.
So your opponent's going to score less. But again, I can start to see the kind of theme of Demok and Tershok interacting together.
Mm-hmm.
So you're tired and disappointed.
It's interesting that the emotions that you do associate within the same area, like like in the real world, also thematically handshake quite nicely together in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like sad and tired is definitely like, yeah, okay, it's that big 2021 mood, and the fact that they do work together so nicely is pretty cool.
And so actually, sad and disappointed would work as well, because you can kind of intentionally put hits onto your character. Oh, it'd be so annoying to play against.
Yeah, but you want to be able to offer that kind of. If you want to play in that way, here you go, folks.
So what would be really funny then is if you play Tishnok the Compassionate and you keep taking the hits off them. Like, no, I want to feel like this.
Jesus. Games is a metaphor for life, eh?
Leave me in my sorrow. Yeah. So I think I'll change that to try it where you put 2 hits on the hero, because I think that's a bigger cost for you not playing that combo.
Yeah.
Whereas at the moment it's like, it doesn't really matter that much. But I like that idea of the results impacting your hero.
Yeah, I think that could be quite a tricky decision to make, because I mean, obviously on top of that, you've also got to be within range of an opposing character. So you are potentially going to be leaving yourself out in the open for some pretty rough damage. So actually making the decision to use the Aspire is pretty, it's pretty big.
So yeah, Fistrock is the one I'm not. I kind of look at it like for the amount of text and what it gives you. Curious is about kind of wondering how things work, wanting to I suppose also like putting yourself in, like I kind of think of putting yourself in danger or putting yourself out there. I think, rather than in danger. So I'm trying to think how I can model that and reward it. If you're willing to go out there, you get something. And there's things I'd love to do, but they're not going to work. Like where you put a card from your hand and you look at the cards from your opponent's deck and actually switch it with a card from your hand. Mechanically, I'd love to do it, but thematically, it doesn't fit with these.
Yeah, actually, I mean, I'm sure there's something that you could do that would be. There's some emotion that you could sort of like bring into it.
I think I'm realizing like the distracted. That would have been a good one to do. Like switch cards between players. So curious. It's like I'm kind of curious.
Confused? Do we have a mixed up?
No, we don't have feeling confused. We have distracted.
Wave 3, yo.
So, and this is where curious and kind of distracted, they're the two that kind of should synergize together as well. So curious. You want to find out what's going on?
Well, curiosity is discovery information.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be something as simple as looking at the opponent's cards that they've got in their hand. It could be.
Sorry. This would be really funny if we can hang on, make it work. So when I gotta get the wording right. So when Fistrock activates within range of a rival hero, move them into grappling with that hero and look at their hand.
So you just run straight up to them and then it's like, what do you got?
What are you doing?
Now that would be interesting because if the
because it's a free move.
Yeah, if the hero hasn't activated, then they're going to have to do a grappled hit next, or play a card that allows them to get the hell out of the way. It does leave the Mokon open to getting thwacked pretty heavily, but it does also then give you a lot of information because, like, the moment that you start. The moment that you know what cards I've got in my hand, I just want rid of them. So, when you, in the game that we just did, you had a look at my deck and you saw that there were 2 move cards coming up. And like when I drew those 2 move cards, it was just like, well, crap, he knows that I've got both of these. So I just want to get them out of my hand as quickly as possible. So it can put, it definitely put me into a minor panic about what I could do to still hopefully use them positively, but also to just get rid. So clarify that again. So you would have within range.
Yeah, so that might be too cheap. So that's the bit I'd have to work out. So when Fistrock activates within range of a rival hero, you may move Fistrock into grappling with that hero and look at their hand.
I think look at their hand, yeah.
So theoretically, they're in grappling. They can't freely move away. But if they they haven't actually performed a move action. So they could activate and play a weave to then run away again.
Well, let's think about this. When you activate, the first thing you do is spin your dial to decide what you're going to do.
Okay, so during a move action.
Or you could just do it during any action. So instead of doing a standard action, they would run up, get to look at the cards, and then they can combo out of it into a move or into an attack.
Or we can do what we do with I'm trying to think. The way we do it with strategize, which is like you may not combo as well.
Yeah, you could limit them out.
Because I suppose that would make more sense. So what I'd love is for them to be able to do stuff then, like, so thematically, they're running up and looking and then shouting to everybody else,
"This is what he's got."
What you doing? And then, oh, so you're gonna do this, 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 and this. But only being able to move might be. Well, I suppose that's a decent trade-off. We could try that and see if it's too restrictive, because I think. Yeah, I could do a variation of it based off of strategize.
No, I mean, I think that would be interesting to at least try out, just to see how it goes. Because I think it could be entertaining. Like I said, just like you having that extra bit of information is, I think, pretty powerful. I don't know how well I would play it, because when I play, I find it very difficult if I'm pulling information above and beyond that which I am normally used to. So in other words, if I know that you've got X card in your hand, like I have to devote so much of my brain processing power to remembering it and go, oh God, he's definitely got this. He's definitely got this.
Well, that's, I think we're both like that. And that's, but I know there's people who love that, having that additional information, and would consider it probably OP as a result. But
if it's OP, I think that's balanced off by the fact that you are putting the character into a grappling position, and if you can't combo off of it, then that overpoweredness is balanced and tempered by the fact that it's probably highly likely they're going to get a decent smack on the next time the hero activates.
Yeah, so actually what it's costing you is probably a combo card to get there. Be interesting one, because you could also just say discard a combo card to move into position. But yeah, I think trying to frame Fistrock around Curiosity Kill the Cat would be the thing. Like, it's really beneficial.
Yeah.
But
but it's going to get him in trouble.
Yeah.
I think that would be entirely cool. Yeah.
That's an interesting one, Ken.
Oh, Ken's thing?
Yeah.
What if there's an indecisive where the opponent gets to pick what that character does, but it has to be a legal choice? I mean...
I think I'm really trying to tie this to the way they talk about feelings in NVC, like in non-violent communication, because there's sometimes we attribute the term feelings to things, but they're like thoughts. So you can feel confusion, because it's like you almost feel it like a physical thing in your head and your body. So that's a really good clue. So I think confusion would work. Indecisive, indecisive wouldn't work for me as a feeling, but confusion would. So yeah, but I think that's a really kind of interesting idea. It's trying to think what the benefit of it would be to the player. That's cool. No. It's
always interesting, these sort of like these little thought experiments on how would you take an emotion and adapt it into the gameplay system. It's cute. I like it. He writes things down. He's all good. Cool, but no, I enjoyed that. Not just because I was victorious,
but
because I actually felt like I played well.
You did. I think you did.
So yeah.
Sorry, that's really condescending. It wasn't meant to.
It did. I know it wasn't meant to be, but
yeah, sorry about that. No, well played. Like,
now that does feel condescending.
Yeah, I doff my cap. So it seems like I can't say anything without it sounding condescending.
It's just the natural tone of voice.
I know.
It's just that big dad energy, man. That's how it goes. All right, we're gonna wrap it up there then. That'll be cool. So we have on the Hub Games Hangout next Wednesday. We have Rob and Debbie, I believe.
Yes, from White Wizard.
Am I allowed to put up that image? Like, have you heard back from them yet? I assume it's going to be okay. So.
I haven't, but it is the one they gave us.
So, okay, then fine. Cool. Then I'll put it up immediately after this then. But yeah, we're going to be talking about all that good stuff. What's our specific topic, Rory?
It was Debbie wanted to talk about friendship in the world of gaming. And I said, well, then we need to counter it with nepotism. So it's because it's quite a fine line. So because it is wonderful how people help each other out, but at the same point, there's a lot of people who are trying to kind of make it in the industry. And if people are kind of giving work and opportunities to the people they know, how do you kind of get known by other people, and how can you help other people to get known? I think so. That's the slant I would like to take on it. Yeah.
Okay. It's going to make some interesting chat.
It'll be a heated debate.
Cool. But yeah, that is going to be on Wednesday. So next Wednesday, which I believe is the 25th. I want to say something along those lines.
I thought it was 24th.
Was it 24th? Either's good. So yeah, whatever. It's next Wednesday, 7 o'clock UK time, 2 o'clock Eastern Standard, 8 p.m. if you are on Central European. And what else are you up to for the weekend? Anything thrilling? Anything exciting?
I do have stuff, but I can't remember what it is.
Must be very thrilling and exciting then.
Yeah. No, I don't think I have anything planned actually.
No,
which is strange. Probably walk at some point. I really want to get out and see some stars. That's like I'm putting out like the rubbish at night, the trash, and looking up, and even in the city, like we get to see some amazing stars on a clear night, and I'm like, I just want to drive out to a mountain and sit and look at some stars. So I might try and do that this weekend.
I would entirely be okay with that as long as it's not 6 degrees out and raining.
Yeah, but you kind of need the 6 degrees because you need the really crisp, clear sky. Well,
you can have clear skies and warmish.
Yes, we're not allowed either, really. As in, there's a 5-mile limit, and that's kind of why I haven't done it.
Yeah, of course, Jos is under curfew every night.
Okay.
Even though the Dutch government were trying to. Somebody took the Dutch government to court, I believe, and they said, this curfew is not allowed. And then the government the court rather changed their decision on it and said, actually, no, yeah, it's still curfew, so stuck. Although we got told that we're under lockdown again until
1st of April, wasn't it?
1st of April. The most awful joke.
I know, the fact that it's a year now. And I'm seeing like posts from Cannes. I was at Cannes this time last year. Yeah.
We'll get through it. Come on, planning for Nuremberg Toy Fair. It's going to be a ball.
We were kind of booking our space today actually for that.
I'm hoping we get to do that. It'll be cool. We should be vaccinated and everything by then as well, so.
Cool. Hopefully.
We're at 22% of Northern Ireland getting covered, so it's all good, baby. Let's keep it going.
I'm going to go because I want to make tea and I have another call at 10 o'clock to talk about, or in 10 minutes to talk about Amazon.
Fun. Have fun. Folks who are joining us live, I will see you, of course, later on the Idle Michael Twitch stream from 7:30 this evening. And yeah, we'll see you all back here on Wednesday for more good stuff. Rory, I'll catch up with you later.
Yeah, we can talk Wanda after I've watched it.
Yes. See you in a bit.
See you later.
Bye.